The voices in my head are pretending like there's something going on outside when it's not. They're voices in my head, and they sound like they keep saying they're from my country, but they're U.S. citizens living in California, Orange County, and L.A. County. Let's put my phone down and see if we hear anything. This is the sweetest, like this is the most peaceful neighborhood with the sweetest neighbors. Haha. Try me. You know who I'm looking for? Looking for God. You got me? Nope. My head right here. The voices in my head keep telling me they're terrorists. They're from my country, but they're U.S. citizens. And they need to traffic money so that they can sit on the right hand of God to use these classified telepathy. They keep saying telepathy, mind control, mind reading, um, thought implanting weapons. Control your mind and your body. That's what they keep saying. It depends on if you're on the outskirts, which means you're one of the, if you've been selected as one of the, not selected, but someone's put these claims against you, these demonic voices in your head, they put claims against you in front of God to say that you're a sinner or whatever, you're a criminal or you're someone that needs to be investigated, and you're a direct, like you've been directly named, then most likely you won't experience the same things because it's too easily to track. Consider they keep making it. They keep the way it sounds as though there are records involved, and for the people who they've directly named as suspects, I guess, it's very hard for them to do anything without any of the other central intelligence agencies or all of them not knowing. I mean, the records are there provided for them to go through. They're dispersed to each and every intelligence agency to be reviewed, is what they keep saying. And then they keep saying that the governing body that overall decides whether or not these are records that can be erased or kept, and if there's money that is owed to a particular nation for losses that they may have endured and whatever. Anyways, where was I going with this? So the voices in my head are using this telepathy weapon to traffic and do all this stuff, but they don't sit in the governing bodies to decide which records are if they've been manipulated. Like, they can't go through the records. They can only sit here and surveil, and that's about it. And if in fact they want the records, they have to go request them, and in which case the governing bodies are people of, like, they're elites of of high intellect, people that have contributed to FEMA's and to world disasters, with their financial backings, or their finances, or however, whatever it is that their money, period. They're and so these people are there because they have the assets. They're of an important they're such an important, like, they've contributed to a point where they're playing with my head, to society, that they're actually, they have rights over, obviously, their possessions, to make sure that they're not being, people aren't misusing them, or they're being dispersed correctly, to make sure that no one's stealing, to make sure these telepathy weapon, the people that are using them appropriately, blah, 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 because there are so many technicalities to it. And so these people want to traffic using this weapon and manipulating the records, and then turn around after they've laundered the money and framed a bunch of people and abused them and whatever, like myself, to sit there and govern over them, because now they have the possession of enough assets to say that they in fact are contributing to worldly disasters, to have say-so over these records. And that's what's going on in my head. That's what they keep saying. And they keep saying they're from my country, and they are American citizens. Sorry, I sound choppy, but something's going on with my head. Something, like, it feels like somebody, or not somebody, but it feels like something is not functioning correctly in my brain, and I have trouble getting my points across. But yeah, that's exactly what's going on. That is the narrative of my schizophrenia. This is an everyday thing. And all today, the voices kept telling me, haha, you're accumulating water after my tummy tuck. And then sure enough, I wasn't feeling well, so I went to emergency, and I have a seroma, and I have to actually go see a surgeon, because unless it's infected, they don't remove it in the emergency room. So now I have to go figure out how to get that scheduled and get it done as soon as possible. How interesting is it that my voice is new? It's crazy. This is crazy. Anyways, if I sat behind, there's this, like, I think it's like an MRI, where it reads thoughts in real time. I swear to God, it would have been prophetic.